Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? It's Grumpy. Back with another one today. So what we gonna talk about today is, what are you prepared to do? That's what we gonna talk about today. So let's walk out here a little bit. Let's start off the conversation like this real quick to give a little context what we gonna be talking about, right? So what's the difference between a homestead and a farm? We gonna keep it real simple, okay? A homestead is a piece of land with a house on it that you use to grow your own vegetables, raise your own meat. I'm gonna say it one more time. Homestead is a piece of land with a house on it, and you use that property to live on, grow your own vegetables, produce your own meat, okay? A farm is a piece of land that's used to grow your own vegetables, produce your own meat. A farm is a piece of land used for growing your own vegetables, producing your own meat. So a farm is commercial. It's for profit. That's the definition for a profit. Homestead is either or. Okay. But we're going to go one step deeper with the homestead as to why people choose the homestead, which is the self-sufficiency aspect of it, right? Because you growing your own, you producing your own, right? Self-sufficiency is not the same thing as money security, right? Let me give you an example. If you go to the grocery store and you may have $4-5 million in the bank, but if you go to the grocery store and nothing in it, what you gonna do, right? On a homestead, you already producing. The key is producing. You producing your own vegetables and meat. So that's how we gonna set up what we talking about today, self-sufficiency. Because the question is, what are you prepared to do? Okay, so everybody noticing now. Now this egg thing done really hit the flow running now. It's, people feeling it now, right? People feeling like, oh man, $10, $12 for 18 pack of eggs. You know, egg shortages, right? I'm gonna take you one deeper. It ain't just the eggs. Look at the beef population in America. It's at the lowest it's been, I think, in the last 60 years. Check me on that, but just look it up. It's 4 major meat packing companies in America. 2 of them foreign owned. One of them China, one of them Brazil. This in America now. Tyson, Chinese owned, I think it's National Beef. Them the 2 biggest, that's Brazil owned. Grumpy, why are you telling them this? Hey man, what are you prepared to do? If you go to the store and the egg $15 and you can't afford them, what you gonna do? If you go up in there and some beef, $22 a pound, what you gonna do? Right? That's what we talking about. So as you can see too, you know, I told you I was gonna wait a little while to get some more chicks, right? So but I ended up, I had to go get some, right? I got about 12 more chicks. But let me tell you why. I was already looking at the hatchery to put my order in, right? You can't get no baby chicks from the hatchery now until like May. This baby chick season. But you can't get them from the hatchery to mate. Why? Because everybody want to raise chicks now. I'm cool with that. I'm glad people getting into, hey man, let me try this chicken thing out. At least try it, right? But what that did to the market, see what I'm saying? Now it's hard to find baby chicks to mate, so I got to put in a mate order right now. So when I stopped by the big box, because they just started getting them in last week, Tractor Supply, I just grabbed me some. Hell, they was going so fast out of there too. I just grabbed what they had. Let me get them. What are you prepared to do? See, it don't matter that they cull, right? That's just basically kill. That meaning they kill these chickens because some experts say, yeah, we got to stop the spread of bird flu. Between 65 and 100 million chickens in the last 3 years. It don't matter, right? If that's the reason why, that's what they said. They're trying to stop bird flu. Or if it's corporate greed, man, the corporations just want more money, for eggs. It could be that. Maybe not. Or maybe you may think it's the global elites or the New World Order, or the deep state, whatever you call it. Maybe you think they just trying to control the food supply. It could be all three of them. It could be none of them. But the point is, what you gonna do about it? Ain't no eggs in the store. What you gonna do about it? Right? The meat, in sense, just gonna keep it. Let's keep it all the way honest. Have you been paying attention in the grocery store since the Rona? Y'all notice the grocery store ain't been the same at all. It may be half the items. I'm talking about as far as the variety. Oh, it look full up in there. They block it up and make it look all nice, but you notice the variety of products. You don't believe me? Go check out the beans and rice aisle, canned goods. It might be half. It might be a quarter of the aisle. Remember that used to be the whole aisle, rice and beans, dry beans. If you don't believe me, go check it out. Just giving you. We just keeping it real. That's all. I ain't getting political. I don't do that here. Even though I do follow politics, that's my little hobby on the side. I ain't gonna do politics. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just giving you actual factual, so you can be aware. So, hey, what you gonna do about it, right? Prices getting higher, stores getting less and less product. The quality of food. Come on now, y'all know I ain't preaching. Everybody know the quality of food getting bad. They GMO this, GMO that. Now they got lab grown meat. Come on, man. Y'all look this stuff up. It's for real. I ain't just making it up. Look it up. That's why I ain't this article and that article. Because if you look it up, you can find it real easy. And then you might find a lot more than what Grumpy's saying. So, what you prepared to do? Grumpy, I ain't got, an acre of land. Okay, I get that. You don't need an acre of land, right? Let me show you something. Let me show you something. See that garden bed right there? That's 8 feet long, 4 feet wide, right? Just in this section, right here, last season I had 6, 1, 2, had 1, 2, 3. I had 6 green beans plants that I planted right here in this area, right? I was sick of picking green beans. That's a little 4x4 area. I was sick of picking green beans. I ain't want to pick no more. See what I'm saying? You don't need a lot of space to at least try, maybe to grow your own vegetables, right? If you live in the burbs, right, the suburbs, some of the birds, they may let you have a couple chickens. They may not let you have a rooster. Man, get you a little chicken coop and put you about 3-4 chickens in there. I lost almost all my chickens the other day, right? What time, man? I don't want to make it too long. Okay. I got one rooster, and is it 3 hens left in there? Let me see. Yeah, I still got basket of eggs. I think I got about 2.5, 3 dozen eggs in there. So they still kicking out. That's so over in a week now. In a week, but that's what I'm saying. You ain't gotta get no 10 chickens, or 15 or 50 chickens. 5, 6 chickens, you have plenty of eggs, right? And this ain't just about eggs and chicken and meat. It's about learning what real self-sufficiency is. What you gonna do if the money run out? What you gonna do if the grocery store ain't got no groceries? What you gonna do if the power go out? That's what self-sufficiency is. That's what homesteading is all about, right? So now I ain't gonna just leave you with no doom and gloom. I don't even take it as doom and gloom. It's just what it is. That's just what it is. Don't look at it as doom and gloom or bad news. This where we at. This real. So here go a couple of ways that you probably can do in your area where you at to help out the situation. Like, so one thing you can do to get, and not just to get, fruits and vegetables and meat, but get good quality, because I'm telling you, most of that stuff in the store, it ain't no good. I'm gonna do a video on that. I'll show it to you. I'll prove it to you. Ain't no good, man. GMO everything, okay? Almost. But what you can do is, like, wherever area you at, wherever city you at, just go online and look up like a local farmers market, or them places that say like pick your own, come pick your own, like pick your own strawberries and pick your own tomatoes. Man, look, get the little kiddos, put them in the car, do good, get out the city for a little while. If it take you an hour and a half, 2 hours, just ride out there and just check it out, right? Because what's gonna happen is, let's say you get to the strawberry farm, and then, the folks gonna come out there, hey, how you doing? And you're gonna be like, yeah, this is where we pick the strawberries at. Oh yeah, sure. $5, $10 a basket, here you go, right? So you're gonna get to picking the strawberry. You're gonna eat by 2 or 3 of them. You're gonna be like, ooh, I ain't even know strawberry taste this good, or tomatoes taste that good, right? And then by the time you get up to pay for it, they're gonna have a little whiteboard or something, a little chalkboard, where they got other little local farmers in the area who gonna put their card up on a little whiteboard, right? And the next farm, they might have fresh potatoes. One other one might have fresh eggs, Then you might bump into one that's selling cabbage, and he's selling cabbage, and he say, but my friend, he has 2 pigs he's getting ready to slaughter, and he's gonna be selling meat. Boom, see? You see what I'm getting at? You got to get out the, what is it? Get out the comfort zone of just going to the grocery store. Because I'm telling you, the big box, that word organic, it mean a whole lot of things what it don't mean. I'm gonna do a video on that. I'll explain it to you in detail. So with meat, like if you want to get meat, go on Google, look up like they call them farm to table, butchers, stuff like that. And these are ranchers and local farmers and homesteaders that raise meat and they sell it directly to the customer. So it might go something like this. Yeah, I got a cow that I'm gonna be processing. Let's say what the day is, February. It's gonna be ready 2nd week of March. Right now, I got a whole cow available, right? And he may have it set up how he gonna cut it down. It's gonna be, some ribs, a couple of roasts, and some steak. I'm just trying to keep it simple, And he probably give you an estimate of what that'll be. And he might say, hey, you get what you want. You want a half, you want a whole, you want a quarter, right? And depending on how it's cut up or how he cut it up, that's gonna determine the price too. The more fancier he got to cut it, the more it's gonna cost. Now I gotta give it to you real. Even the farm fresh food ain't gonna always be cheaper. I'm telling you, because I do it. It's because it's the price of fertilizer, feed, and time, right? You can't really give people high quality product for pennies no more. It just ain't possible. I'm telling you because I'm doing it. It ain't possible, right? It ain't possible to do that. But what I can tell you is you're going to get a much better quality product. You know why? Because I know a lot of them people, they take a lot of pride in what they do. They love what they do. I know they do because I do, right? It's different with a homestead and a small farmer versus the industrial farm. I'm going to do a video next when I'm telling y'all about the organic stuff. That ain't organic. But you're going to get a high quality, a much higher quality, and you might learn something and experience something new. Get the damn kids out the house off the iPad, okay? Now, check this out. So over the holidays, we butchered a lot of meat on the Grumpy Homestead, right? Trying to show y'all. That's a whole freezer full of meat right there, right? From the Grumpy Homestead. Oh yes, that's all Grumpy Homestead raised meat up in there. We got goat. We got, look at the ribs right there. Pig, we got ribs. What else we got up in here? Pigs and goat. Full of pig and goat. That probably about 200 pounds of meat easy up in there. And that ain't even all of it. I couldn't even fit all of it in there. I ended up giving, I gave my neighbor a whole ham, and I gave the other one, I gave him I gave him a half a goat. He took one half a goats, and the other one I gave a leg. So that's all right there. That's all Grumpy. Now, is Grumpy bragging? A little bit. Now, I be honest, but not in a braggadocious way. I'm bragging in this sense. I'm a city boy. We sold everything, dropped everything, and moved out to the country. And the whole journey been 3 years. 2 years on the homestead. We got a freezer full. This one freezer full of just meat that we raised. So no, I ain't bragging. I'm happy. I'm thankful. The good Lord, you know, his leading, he giving us the help and strength and wisdom, got us to this, and it's working, right? I'm also happy that some of y'all checking me out, because I know some of y'all thinking about it. And we done started the journey, so a lot of the mistakes that we made, that's why I'm doing these videos. Hey man, y'all can go skip them steps, you know, and you know, you don't lose that money, you don't lose that time and things like that. But this is a very rewarding lifestyle. I love what I do. Look here, man, I work 60 hours a week sometimes on the job, and I still come out here and do this. I couldn't do it if I ain't love it. All right? So, hopefully, I gave y'all some good, you know, pointers on how to get quality meat and vegetables too. I'm going to do another one. This week, I'm going to do it. I know I always say I'm going to do it, but I don't be trying to get y'all the same thing every time. I'm going to do one. I'm going to talk to y'all about organic. That word organic, they misuse that. You know, the trick y'all, the trick us, you know, into thinking we getting high quality food and we ain't. Okay, appreciate y'all. Catch y'all on the next video.